Hey, welcome to MUSE Sports. Today we are talking to one of the top surfers in the world, Kanoa Igarashi, from right here at Huntington Beach, California.
2018 for me was what I'd like to say a transitional year. I learned a lot about myself. I had a lot of hype around me for the Olympics, a lot of Olympic media, preparation, hype. And so it was a really big year for me in my personal life, but then also, on the tour professionally, it was a big year. I set a goal for myself to be in the top 10. It was a stiff goal for me at the time. I put a lot into it. Had a really bad start of the year, and it definitely, made me, realize what kind of person I am. At the 7th event of the year in South Africa, I just remember telling myself that I was going to buckle down and I was going to really dig deep and take this really seriously, take this professionally. I was sitting at 25th, I believe, on the rankings, and go from 25th to 10th was a long stretch, but I was able to dig deep, and I had a really good back end of the year. Had a lot of head noise and stuff with the media, Olympics, and all that stuff. But I was able to put that aside and overcome all the pressure and thrive off it, and ended up finishing 10th in the world. So it was a very proud year for myself. The emotions are going through the roof, much more than on any other competitor or athlete, I think. Having it be in Tokyo, a whole country behind me, this exciting wave of pressure that I have on my shoulder, and having it, to do it for my family, to do it for my dad that's been an aspiring pro surfer that just didn't have the competitive drive, to do it, to knowing the Olympics will be at his beach that he discovered when he was younger, grew up surfing with his family, with his friends, naming it the dojo, the training arena, and then life just circles around, and having his son compete there, in the Olympics, possibly going for a gold medal with the whole country, on my shoulders, is something that is emotionally, so emotionally overwhelming in a good way. I'm using it, I'm feeding off this energy. I thrive off the pressure. This is what excites me. This is why I love competing, and this is why I love to surf. So, it's a really big year I have ahead of me. In that aspect of my life, and also, as a person growing up, making sure I do the right things. I just want to be a good role model and be a good role model for the next generation of surfers in Japan and even around the world, But I definitely want to inspire the next generation for Japan and in a country that, for a sport that's done so much for me, and in a country that's giving me so much as well. Traveling around the world, I get to experience so many different places, countries, cultures, friends, food. I wouldn't be able to judge a place just for the waves that it has, but I'm a big fan of Portugal. For me, it has great waves, high quality waves. But then, beyond that, I look at the whole country as a whole, instead of being so close-minded just with surfing. But having Lisbon, such a big city, so close to the ocean, having such a passionate country for sports, for culture, and that's why Portugal for me is one of my favorite places to go surf, to hang out. I have a house there. I speak Portuguese. It definitely helps with everything, and it definitely makes me feel at home. 2019 for me is gonna be a big year. Obviously, the year leading up to the Olympics, I'll have a lot to juggle in that kind of way. But I have a set goal of being in the top 5 on the World Championship Tour. I finished in 10th in 2018. So I think top 5 is definitely a reachable goal, and I have I have a big plan ahead for myself. I have a lot to work on. 1000%. Everyone talks about that interview that I did on KTLA 1,000 moons ago, but it's from that interview on, I feel like I've been very, very well recognized in California, in LA, in Huntington Beach, especially lately with the U.S. Open. I've been able to win it 2017 and 18. It's funny, both those years that I won, the next day I went straight to Channel 5, straight to KTLA and did an interview with them. That's been kind of a tradition, so they've been like family to me. They take me in really well, and it's Huntington Beach, California is going to have that's where my heart will be forever. I grew up surfing here. I grew up learning English, going to school here, went through it all. It'll definitely be, where I'll always call home. And I couldn't be, more grateful for, I couldn't imagine a better community to grow up in than Surf City, Huntington Beach. So I have a lot to be grateful for. Yeah, exactly. For me, it's, I am representing Japan, but, for me, it's about putting, Huntington Beach out there, California, USA out there. I know I have a Japan flag on my shoulder, but, it's everyone, all my fans and everyone around from California know that I'm a HB boy from California. So, when I'm out there for the Olympics, it'll definitely be Huntington Beach on the world stage as well. So I'm really excited to be able to represent, a variety of different places that mean a lot to me.
Thank you for watching MUSE Sports. If you like what you saw, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, and also check out these videos right here.